Today I was welcomed into the home of the legendary Money B.
Hold up, slow down, baby. I'm trying to holler on that EPMD tip. Take me for a clown, we can keep it on the down low, long as you know that I get around. Bump around the carpet, chop and stop him like Godzilla did Tokyo.
And I'm gonna show him how to press up his own merch using Supacolor. How you guys doing? I'm Superstar Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle, and I help people start t-shirt businesses from home. Where we at? And today, like I said, I'm about to show Money B how to press up his own merch. He did a good job right after the intro. Okay, let's jump right to it. But before we do, you guys know what I need you to do for me. I need you to like this video, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff because I make videos like this, Money B, all the time. And yes, I mean all the time. Like I said in the intro, guys, I'm here with Money B, and we're going to show him the benefits of using Supacolor for his merch. But I got a few questions for him based on your career and what you do in the music industry. How important is merch to an artist?
Very important. That can be, you can almost make as much as what you make for doing the show in merch.
So you can pretty much double your revenue when it comes to merch.
You can absolutely double or triple your revenue.
And me as a kind of somewhat of a creative, not necessarily a rapper or anything like that, but as a t-shirt printer, we interact with a lot of local rappers and different things like that. And I always tell them, you know, eventually you can do this stuff yourself. You can start outsourcing, but you can also employ your family, your friends, and different people around you, and they can help build the dream while you out making the music. They can be manning the table, they can be learning how to press, and they can do this stuff themselves, and you guys can build kind of like that revenue stream. And like you just said, double your income. So in this video here, I want to show you how to use Supacolor. What print methods have you used in the past?
I started out with screen printing, and then went to DTG, and then I've heard about DTF, direct to film, but haven't used it yet.
Right. So the benefit to transfers in what you do is you don't have to stock a lot of designs on shirts, right? Like we have seen your inventory is kind of like you got a few different bins with the shirt designs in there and they're stacked up. But what happens when you get an order for a design and it's no longer available? Like you go to your bin and it's no longer there. What do you do in that case?
Grab my Supacolor.
That's what we're gonna want you to do, right? So, but I guess what I was getting at is like in the general sense of like you go to a screen printer, they got minimums, right?
Right.
And if you don't run out of everything and you just need, you know, one or two mediums or different things like that, you still got to take them a stack of shirts to fit that medium. And if you got 15 designs across, you know, 12, or if you got multicolor designs, they want bigger orders. So if you got a 4-color design, they want 48 or 50 shirts. You don't have to print that inventory up, and what we call it is dead stock. You don't have to get dead stock with your designs, different things like that. You can stock the blanks. You can stock, here we got 3 of your designs here. You can stock your designs, and then you can go ahead and press up on demand is what I call it, press on demand. Your orders, you can pack them, you can ship them. You quality control your own garments and different things like that. And you can deliver to your customers in a way that you want to, right? What that means is you can put the inserts in there, unlike what you can do with some of the fulfillment companies. The quality is there because you pressed it, you've seen it coming off, and your designs look the way you want them to look and different things like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to press up one of your designs, and then we got 3 more, and we're going to put you to the test. Now, just for the record, I tested the press. Here we're using a wallet press from Heat Transfer Warehouse. This is the Wallet Press Pro. This is a beautiful press, works really, really well with Supacolor. And I tested it when we got it because you just had opened it up, haven't used it yet, correct?
Right.
I haven't let you peel a transfer yet, right?
No.
So we're going to get this all the first time on camera. I'm going to grab a shirt here, and then I'm going to shift around and show you guys how I'm going to teach them how to press this up.
I have a quick question. Like you said, this is my first press. At what point do you go to the next press? Because I know this is like the beginner press.
Man, put this thing to use until it breaks on you,
oh,
right?
Okay.
Like
nice.
Literally, you know, you can start with any press in the price range. I tell people to get a budget, you know, whatever that is. If it's 200, if it's 500, obviously the more money you're willing to put out, the better the equipment that you get, right? Here's a solid press, you know, you can use it for, until you see the need to go get something else, right? So from here, the only thing that I would do different is maybe get an air compressed press from this level. Like this is kind of like the middle. If I had to rank it on good, better, best, this is one of the best presses under $1,000. Now you can get a $1,500, which like a Hottronics press and different things like this, but it's not going to give you anything different than this here, just a bit different build. Maybe you can find one with interchangeable platens, but generally speaking, this press here, when it comes to this, if it's running for you, you just keep going with it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to really upgrade from this point unless you see fit.
Okay.
All right. So it's a good, actually a good one-time purchase here if you go with one of these presses. So let me shift around. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to teach them how to press it up. All right, guys, so I got my shirt here. Today we're pressing up on the AS Color Basic T-shirt. One of the best shirts in the industry. This shirt is like, it doesn't fade. You can wash it all day long. It's a true black. Their whites are true white, and their colors are really rich. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my hands to measure and line up. Today we're pressing at 320 degrees for 15 seconds. So with Supacolor, your transfers are gonna come with the pressing instructions on top, and you can kind of follow that as a guide. It says on there, if you're using a manual press, which we are, you want to use the high setting. So that'll put us right at 320 degrees. So what I like to do is I like to overload the shirt, and then I slide it back, trying to like, you know, making sure I'm pulling evenly. Then I want to smoothen it out. All right, the collar here, we want to make sure it's hanging slightly off of the edge there. All right, and then I'm gonna feel for the seams on both sides of my shirt. So basically I like to put my hands together and I like to feel for the seams on both sides of my shirt, making sure that it is centered. And now I'm confident that my shirt is lined up. This is something you gotta get used to. But what I like to tell people is if you don't line the shirt up straight, it doesn't matter how straight you line your transfer up, it's gonna be crooked, right? So we wanna focus on lining the shirt up straight. And here I'm confident. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slide it in and I'm going to give it a 4-second pre-press. I don't have to lock it all the way down. This is going to iron out any wrinkles. And it's also, if you have moisture in your shirt, it will release the moisture. So here, there's no moisture. What you would see is some steam coming up. And in that case, you want to pre-press all your shirts. So right now, we didn't see any steam, so we're good to go.
I have a question.
Yep.
So what about the little bit of lint that we
So
see?
with Supacolor, the lint doesn't matter.
Okay.
Unlike, you know, some of the other print methods, it'll just get trapped inside of there. But you can use a lint roller to roll it off. And obviously with your final product, which you're shipping out, once you press your transfer, you want to take out, you know, the lint so you can deliver retail quality transfer, or actually a retail quality garment rather, and kind of get it going. So all right, we have our transfer here, and I'm gonna line it up now. So what I wanna be is around 3.5 inches from the collar. So for me, I know that's about 4 fingers. So I'm gonna place my hand along the top of the press here, and I'm actually gonna use my other hand so we can get a good view of the camera. And I wanna slide my design up, okay? So now I'm using the center point of the design, not the edge point. All right, what that's gonna do is if you put it too low, your design will start on your stomach here and you'll be like placing it basically too low, right?
Sure.
So now the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna measure the sides, all right? And what I know is I use my fingers, keep them tight, close together, and I place it at the edge of the design and off the edge of the press. And I wanna do that with both sides. So from there, I kind of center it like that. And then I know it's centered, I know the height is right. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna look at this line here to make sure it looks parallel to this line. And now I got my shirt lined up. So in order to check this, we can take a tape measure, ruler, and check. Now this is the way I suggest people start, because over time, if you got a lot of shirts to do 50, 60 on a consistent basis, the more you start using a ruler, the longer it's gonna take you to be perfect. So I suggest people go ahead and use their hands and then take the ruler and you check it so that you can know if it's on point. So here to the edge, I'm at 2 inches. And then here to the edge, I'm at 2 inches. That's centered, right? Nice. And I said I want to be about 3.5, 3 1/4 from the collar. So if I put this on the thing here, we are right at just between 3 1/4 and 3 1/2 inches. So I know that I'm on point, and with my eye, I visually check the line, and I'm good to go, right? So now I'm gonna slide it in. Now, Supacolour requires high pressure, so it's gonna take some force to put it down. And once it does, here, we're gonna close it, and we're gonna let it go for 15 seconds. And as soon as this opens up, we're gonna go ahead and peel it immediately while it's hot. I don't like to let the press jump. And now let it open. I'm gonna grab this, peel low, fast, and with confidence, and it should come off that smooth. So the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna hit it with some parchment paper. And what this does, it kind of gives it a final seal. If any glue has expanded from too much pressure, it'll retract that glue, and it'll give you a semi-matte finish, semi-gloss finish rather, and it will kind of like make sure everything's laid down and retail ready. So I'm gonna take a piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna give it another press here. You don't have to press it for the full time, but with this one, it kind of like with the release button. So you can stop at like 6 seconds. I'm just gonna let this one go. With the release button, we have to re-engage it. So good to go here. Just gonna pop it in and let it open. Now, we have a fully retail ready digital underground. Do the Humpty Dump.
Do the Humpty Hump.
Think you can handle it?
I think I can handle it.
We're gonna put you to the test right now. So let's change spots and let's see if you can get it done.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna see if you can take my instructions and
right.
you can do it all by yourself. I'm gonna walk away right now.
Okay, let's do it.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead and line it up.
So we line it up. Let's see.
Throw it
Yeah, I
down,
know.
yep.
But thanks. So we wanna, as much as we can,
Yep.
see where we at with it. And we did say that we want
And slide it back.
slide it back and for
A little bit more.
the collar to be
Right there. Yep.
right. I can kind of feel it.
All right. Now, just try to measure just like with your fingers. Fingers together, hands up, palms up. Does it feel about the same there? And then you want to go down. Go down about right here. Yep, and then just one more time at the bottom.
It kind of feels like it is.
Yep. And then what some of the people do is also they'll just pull the sides out, take a look at it like this. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. You'll get used to it over time, and you'll kind of figure out what method works for you. Let me pop in right here real quick. No, you look right on point to me. So now you're gonna grab your transfer.
All right.
Now what you guys notice here is that I pressed on the black shirt, he pressed on the white shirt. Depending on how you allocate and you do your designs, you can put on a red shirt, green shirt.
Yeah, you can do
blue shirt,
whatever
whatever
you want.
you feel free, feel comfortable doing.
So first, are we doing the
Height first, yep.
The height first. So we know.
So
that
for him, it's 5 fingers. So he wants to start the center of his design right at his finger, a little bit higher. Yep, about right there.
Right there. Okay. And then
The widest side, the widest part of the design. So do is wide and
is
the hump
wide.
is wide.
do is hump. So that's not equal. So we gotta slide it.
Slide
if
it,
it's not,
yep, whichever way you feel that it needs to go. And today we're gonna check his test.
okay, a little bit more. Maybe that's about right.
All right.
Feels almost about right.
All right, let's check it out. So we know we should be right at about 2 inches. Whew. I don't know if it's you or if it's me. Is it the teacher or is it the student? I don't know. We're going to say it's a combination of both. All right,
here.
so we are slightly high, like
Okay.
we at right about 3 inches. It wouldn't make that much of a difference, but we do want to slide it down just slightly there to get it down just a little bit. You know, you want to be in that 3 1/4 to 3 1/2 range. So that's good right there. All right, so now we're going to slide the drawer in. We're going to get it shut.
Let's do it.
All right. There we go. All right, when it's going to pop up. All right, let it release, and then you can let it go. You got about 2 seconds. We just going to grab a corner, hold the shirt, and peel low, fast, and with confidence. Yeah. Smooth. All right. Perfect. Perfect peel. Perfect press. All right. You can grab the parchment paper real quick. I'll take that.
Okay.
And we're going to hit it one more time.
Let it run.
Let it run. Not that easy. All right, paper. Another perfect press there. You can grab that off.
Check it out.
All right, we're looking good.
There we go.
All right, so are you confident?
Confident.
All right, so I'm not going to check this next one. I'm just going to let you do your thing.
We go crazy.
You can grab another shirt.
Okay.
I'll take that one. You can grab another shirt. We got another transfer over there for you. And the test this time is I'm going to hold it up. I'm going to stare at it, and I'm going to see if you pass or fail. If it's crooked, if it's off a little bit, let's see how you back.
Here we go. Pull this thing out. That test. You know, I forgot to press it one time.
Pre-press.
Pre-press.
So if you find, like, normally if you press something, if you're having trouble pressing, you start with a pre-press. If you see steam coming out, you can, that's when you want to pre-press, right? So when I pre-pressed mine, there wasn't any steam, which means there's no moisture. So you can kind of skip that step. But if you ever ran into a problem, you would start there, then you would check your pressure, then you would check your temperature, and make sure all of your settings are right.
Yeah.
And then we would go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Like a scientist.
You know, hey, grab a transfer.
That's right. All right. So, it's 5 fingers to the top. And we knew that was a little short, so I'm just going to.
Yep, that's perfect. Make your own adjustment.
Yeah,
You're just a
make
little
the
short on the
difference.
last one, so you make your little adjustment.
Yeah, short, so about right there. And then these are equally the edges, so this is about, 3, which means it's probably gotta come this way just a little bit. All right.
All right.
Get in there. Use my muscles.
I think you'll benefit from a little bit of a lower table.
Yeah,
Once you get everything into the final spot, to help us out a little bit there.
Ordering that tonight.
All right, looking
Parchment.
good. Looking good, looking good.
Parchment.
Parchment paper. Grab that. All right, this time we're gonna press it for 6 seconds and hold it, and I want you to tap that button right now. All right, pop up. So that's your emergency release button on this. This is the wallow press, like I said. And then in order to allow it to re-engage, you just gotta turn it again and pop it so it's back out. And now it'll be ready to go for the next one. Okay. All right, let me check your work here.
Let's see what I did.
All right. Looks good. Looks good to me. You check the distance. I feel like you're a little low. So now, when you pull this off the edge of the press, let me show you. When it's off the edge of the press, remember, if you have it hanging a little bit low, it's fine to be low a little bit, but if it's low, you want to kind of get your measurement from the collar. When I place mine, I place it right up against the edge.
Right up. Okay,
right?
I did
That's
have
how,
it.
yeah,
I did have it a little low.
It was a little low, so when you made the adjustment, it made it go a little low. But that's just something that you'll get used to.
Yeah,
it
so
now.
this just needs to be right up.
Right up, right there. Or even if you get kind of like always place it down a little bit, just lift this up here and then make your measurement from that collar to the top of the design. But hey man, I give you an A- on that one, an A-, right?
Okay.
You follow directions to a T, but you got one more, and it's all on you. I'll take that. Grab your shirt. You got one more transfer. You go 3 for 3, you might be my best student ever.
Oh man, here we go. And you got it on tape. Let's pull it out. Trust me, I'm being graded much harder by someone else. They taking notes. Let's see, let's get it out here. I think I'm gonna nail this one. Just because now I'm just gonna pull the collar. Okay, here we go, that's better.
Looking good.
Take the print. Now, this is the center. So, the center is kind of like right here, but now.
This is a good test right here.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Now
right, let's see what you do. Ultimate test. You say the worst one for last on
right.
this one.
So this is the
Perfect. Yep.
edge.
Rub it in, right?
I think this is.
All right, press it up.
Go.
All right. It's the moment of truth.
That's good.
4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Cool. All right, perfect. So here we got a little bit of a liftage, right? And sometimes at the corner of the press, it'll be a little bit less temperature because of where we're placing it, right? So all we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and give it a press. You could sometimes, if you use a parchment paper, you can lay the parchment paper over top. You can lay the carrier sheet back on top. We're gonna use the parchment paper, and you see how that's there right there?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna press it again. One of the benefits of Supacolor is if you have a problem like that, you just lay it back down, you give it a second press, and it will smooth it out, and let's see if it passes.
Should we slide it down a little more to make sure it gets some more heat?
No, you're good. Just press it again. It'll be perfectly fine. All right, so we're giving it another press. And over time, once you get everything dialed in, you get used to it, you'll be able to run through it without a problem. Lift. Yep.
See how I did.
Let's take a look. First and foremost, that part that lifted a little bit. You see it at all?
Perfect.
All right, so we're gonna take a look at it here. All right, we're gonna check the height. Looks like money to me. All right, man, you might have earned your nickname again, Money B.
Yeah.
All right, so this one here looks good.
About the edges.
The side, so I looked at it already from a center standpoint. It looks good. I don't notice it being off. Again, if it passes the eye test, if I'm looking at it and we're being extra critical, if it passes the eye test here,
Then it works.
It works perfectly fine as you put it out onto the market, and that's it. So we're gonna close this video out. Listen, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, put them down in the comments below. If you like this guy's music, like this video, and make sure you leave a comment. I'm here with a hip hop legend. Also, guys, I'm gonna put all his links to his social media, his Instagram, his YouTube, everywhere you can find him down in the description as well.
And if you love it,
Right.
subscribe to the Going Way Back Show.
This has been Superstar Stan Banks here with Money B, showing him how to press up some shirts for his merch line. Peace.
Peace out.